All right, we have KDCM and SA373 starting very soon. Almost ready to go. And I'm Nate casting this match, and co-caster is Fess.
Hello, guys. Should be a good match. We got a very brawly set of teams here.
Yes, good, clean, fair.
KDCM. KDCM is the king of the NSR, and Smoke Adders have been around and more or less been beating trade teams on close range combat for quite a while. So
It'll be interesting to see how they deal with the push in. And while we wait for both teams to ready up, Jay did request that I, at some point in time, WWE call his match. So I don't know if that's going to come out or not, but I'm sure there's going to be an opportune moment.
you got to go full Hulk Hogan on us or something.
Yeah, we had a rousing throwdown at our match at the previous ToC. It was very fun. I'm surprised it wasn't clipped. It was very.
I somehow missed that. I
Yeah,
gotta go
you
back
got to
and
go
look
back and
for it.
catch it. It was really hard to sit there and say like a 2-minute monologue without dying laughing. That, yeah. You are allowed to switch spawns, so that was what Jay is asking. All right, the match is starting. We're just kind of waiting.
Seems an odd thing to ask.
I know. The spawns are different, so it does matter. Both teams are locked.
Does it?
Yes, yes, there are 3 separate ones.
Well,
But who would have known?
I'm ready. Let's launch it.
All right.
Make sure you end up switching OBS to the correct thing.
Oh
No
yeah,
radio
it's
cast.
in game.
Okay.
Yeah. Things I'm checking. Forgivable things. This will be my first main cast, so yell at me in the chat if I miss something. I'm sure you will.
Well, there's always yelling in the
Yes.
chat. It's just a question of whether or not you should pay attention to it.
Just blame me, not
Sometimes-
Fess. It's not Fess's fault. All right, we got both teams locked.
Yep, they're both locked. Launch it.
And well, you have the lobby, sir.
Oh, I've got to launch.
Yeah.
I'm so used to main casting.
I know.
I
Yeah.
never control the lobby.
Oh, that was my fault. Remember, I told everybody to blame me. So. All right.
Buck stops here, kind of thing. It's so freeing not to have to worry about all the OBS stuff. All right. So I got a Rifleman 2C and a Night Jeer. We're probably doing some Pop Tarts. AC2s. More AC2s. Never mind.
There we go. Yep, and on the other side of Warhawk Prime and a linebacker. So it looks like one range, one push. It'll be interesting how they
SR
combo it.
Yeah, SRM's on the linebacker is going to be a bold choice.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't let him get in close. We have Judas beginning to fire early. The Warhawk, no return fire yet. We can see in the distance on this test map.
I'm going to follow this linebacker and see when exactly he gets spotted.
Well, they don't see him. They're looking to the right now. Just kind of overwatching. We're going to go over and look at the linebacker for a second and just see. Looks like the Warhawk is drawing attention. The linebacker is waiting for an opportune moment to push in here. Let's see. A little wide.
Well, those
view.
PPCs are going to be very, very effective versus the AC2s if he's pop-tarting correctly. So they're just standing out here in the open taking fire.
That yeah,
He's mitigating.
It's pretty damaging.
Linebacker's pushing.
Linebacker's peeked out, and he said no. He laid a strike, I believe. So Rifleman is really getting hurt in his torso, and such a long-range map. The Warhawk is just fresh. They might just opt to let the Warhawk do all the work. There's another strike right on Kevster and Judas. We're gonna go in. Doesn't seem to be hitting him. Oh, okay. The Rifleman is open torso. Strike coming into the Warhawk, but but well short. Warhawk's fresh. And trying to give a wide pan shot of, let's see what Judas and the rifleman can actually see here. It's a single mech out trading two. The Warhawk is just poking out and lobbing quad peeps in, and there's not much Judas and Kevster can do about it.
Yeah, I wanted to know what the thought process behind bringing the linebacker was, because yes, he's protecting the Warhawk from being rushed by the AC2s, but
Well, I think
it's
that's
worked
it.
out.
I think that's just
It's
it.
worked out in this case. The problem is, like, if they brought two PPC mechs, you'd have to close.
There's the Niger. Niger's, well, he was fresh. He took two volleys. There's another strike right on top of him. Let's see if it lands. And it's hard to tell on these buildings because, it just like soaks up. Let's go for the other view. I don't know why the J has moved way out to support the Warhawk. I know people like their paper dolls. The Warhawk's arms are, his right arm is a bit hurt there. So we'll see. We'll just
Yeah,
follow
looks
the
like they're
action
trying
as
to
they
bring
move
him
in
a little
here.
bit closer.
Yeah. Looks like both teams are opting to close the distance.
Get
Really,
in there, Jay.
the AC2 mechs have DPS for days, but I think we're about to see the linebacker roll around as soon as the Warhawk gets in position on this
Well, the
left
thing
side.
about it is, they may have DPS for days, but Invictus is denying them the use of it. So
All
if
right,
he stays in
linebacker's
cover,
going in. Invictus drew
he
the
does,
fire.
does the
Linebacker's
D have
going
jump
in.
jets?
I don't know.
I think it's the H that has jump jets. I'm a little worried about this. He does have Captain Judas on the low ground.
Judas
so
is the low ground. That's a mistake. And Judas is almost done. Kevster's almost done. Oh, there goes a torso. Which one's going to fall first?
Ammo's cooking off.
It's Judas.
He does get to live.
It's Judas. Yeah, the rifleman is so hurt. Oh, maybe back shots. Oh no.
Jay,
Jay!
turn around.
Jay doesn't see him, but Jay has armor. Well, structure. Let's see. What does Jay look like now? Oh. Oh, yeah. He took some damage in the
A little
rear.
rough. But
And,
of the four mechs, he's probably the best off, I still say.
yeah, Warhawk is just hurt everywhere.
No armor on anything left.
All right, we'll
Props to Invictus.
publish those stats, and then go to the damage. Yeah, Invictus, massive 690 damage against in a 2v2. That's, it's like, you take the AC2 mechs against something like that, and you need to push, but then there's the linebacker, so it worked out in their favor. They were just kind of stuck on that back ledge, and the Warhawk could peek whenever he wanted to. But good thoughts. Good thoughts. SA was going range. They know this map is huge. They know the sight lines are huge. Just didn't work out for them. All right, we're going to go back to the lobby.
Time of day on Frozen City night.
Yes, and let's also do Conquest. Make sure it is on Conquest. It's Frozen City night.
Yeah, KDCM.
We'll go over to the map strats while we wait for them to pull in their pilots. Kind of look as if people don't know what's going to happen.
I mean, if there are two teams that are going to surprise you, it's going to be this set.
Right.
So
Now I type a W in the victory stat. Just checking. 2 kills, no kills, and then what we should see is Um, the points update correctly, so I have 2-0. Like to keep points. KDCM's opted
Okay.
for Team 2. That's an interesting choice.
Team 1. It's
I actually think the Team 1 side is the stronger.
They're probably setting it up for Rubelite.
They just like to make things difficult for themselves. KDCM
I mean,
likes to rise to the
if you gotta,
challenge. You know, they're gonna.
I think Tourmaline and Rubelite are the two that you need the side most on.
Mhm.
Maybe they've got something extra special planned for River City as well.
Right. So
We'll see.
what do you think is gonna happen on? I mean, knowing KDCM, they're gonna push in a brawl.
It's more a question of how they're going to push in because everyone knows they're going to push in. So
Mhm.
you gotta kind of come. If you cross 600 meters of open ground, like it doesn't matter that you're finally in range once you've got two mechs legged. So
Right.
they've got to be a little creative in closing. I think is going to be their biggest key here.
And Jay does really think out. How can I weave through all of this terrain and get my team in close so we can just brawl? Like, it's a fun challenge.
Well, and I mean,
I'm really interested to see if SA tries to, because on Frozen City, Classic, it's so hard to not just brawl anyway. I mean, it's so condensed. But some teams like to go out in the far right, and try to range.
it's a bold strategy. I've seen it tried a number of times. I've never seen it work.
I have seen it work in the last ToC, but only by one team.
Well, is that team in the match?
We need Frozen City. Yeah, Classic Night. Okay, just
Yes.
checking.
I made the mistake once today. I'm not doing it again. I've reached my limit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had a flashback to the earlier game. All right.
Yeah, that was my relatively inexperienced co-caster, and I double check in behind him. So
Well, we
not
are
bad.
still waiting to see the tiny game tracker. Oh, there's the SA guys. They all arrived at the same time.
Got to have that nice group-inspired presence,
I feel like at this point I should have had the WWE music playing in the background. I should have thought ahead. I'm sorry, Jay. If you watch this later.
Oh, we get copyright struck if you did it. So
Oh,
maybe
that's right.
somebody-
Yeah.
Don't want to get the Twitch account taken down. It'd be a bad first cast.
It'd be my first and last cast. So what happened to that Nate guy? Well,
Oh, they took him out back,
he got
Brad's got a
WWE
hold of him.
slammed. It wasn't a good day.
Well, you're in his unit, so you'd get it worst of all.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't know how permanent that is, especially if you make a mistake like that.
It's probably something of like, what are you doing? You knew what you were doing. Except I can't do an Australian accent to save my life, so it's kind of embarrassing. We're still looking at the map here. I mean,
Clear comms for flat Earth.
Oh,
How about no?
looks like all the teams are in the lobby now, and still waiting. Team 1 doesn't have much time left, do they? I feel like we've approached the 5-minute.
Yeah, they got a little bit to go, but not much.
Mm-hmm. So you want to go over to the...
20 seconds here.
We've been staring at the map a while, and, you've got this pathway for Brawl, or this.
I want to see somebody take Alpha
or
Spawn and go through the
this.
little ice road.
I thought about that. A little red team action from, like, even start in Charlie, and then nobody will know. All the way up here, all the way around. And there's a little outlet right here. you could really potentially just come into the backs of a team that was trying to brawl and set up down here. My question is,
Your
hmm?
Nate, your drawings aren't showing up correctly on the stream.
Oh, let's go over to the stream. Hold on.
Not sure why.
On my OBS, it shows that they are.
Okay.
Are you?
I guess it just hasn't caught up yet. It's like glancing back and forth. It's like, oh no.
Are they showing up now?
Yeah, they're on.
Okay.
You're about to start drawing. It's a little too delayed.
Oh, I see.
All right, they're locked.
Okay, they're locked. Here we go. Back to the lobby. And we are ready to launch. Well, that's Team 1 locked, not Team
No,
2.
we are not.
That was Well, there's not much. You just stare at a map. We can stare at them. 5 minutes for Team 2.
Well, we could stare at Dirty Dish Soap because he's the one here who is not correctly unit tagged, and we should shame him and drag his name through the mud.
Hmm.
Plus, he's in Twitch chat, so you guys can all like spam him while he's trying to play. Everyone just quickly at him 900 times.
So do you think it's going to be a top of the dropship brawl, a middle, or a tail?
I think it's going to be a tail of the dropship brawl. I think KDCM is going to be a little. They're going to wait for their heavy and all push over together.
Mm-hmm.
And so if Team One is pushing anywhere towards Theta, it'll be a little further down the road.
I'm going to
I
say
explained that very poorly.
that Jay is going to go in with a Black Knight and tank. And his team's going to just pour in around him. And then he's just going to fade in the background.
That involves the Black Knight going first. The Black Knight not fast, so that seconds the tail of the dropship brawl.
You don't give Jay enough credit, sir.
It's what 81.
I'm telling you. He's
What is
gonna
he
be
gonna do?
first.
Put in like an XL 370?
He's gonna slap mask on one leg, just hobble in faster. Just mask every other step.
And you need to go back to the old builds of MechWarrior Online. Just like try and ride 2 commandos into battle.
The direwolf on top of a commando, going 140. I've heard stories. I've heard tall tales of the magic.
This game has always been broken. It's just broken in new and fun ways. They're at 500 tons right now. So
Okay, yeah, this is some kind of ploy to. And there, they all switched at the same time. Oh, that's just team coordination for you, right there.
That's kind of beautiful. They're probably really hoping we noticed, but Jay, we did. We got you back.
I'm gonna throw one. Now I think Team 1 side has an even harder time trying to, even range at all because there's just nothing to get up on. Don't try. Well, sorry, Dirty Dish Soap.
All right,
Jay's
we're
locked.
You ready to go?
I am ready to go.
Launching.
Boy, it'd be a shame if we waited all that time and it wasn't the right map.
Don't give me a heart attack, man. I've suffered enough today.
Oh,
All the casters here are voluntary. You get what you
That's
pay
right.
for.
we'll dock your pay next time. All right.
All right.
Going in.
I got a Thanatos with heavy Gauss, it looks like. So Jay is not leading the charge in his Black Knight.
Fake out.
Wolfhound, Kit Fox, Vapor Eagle, Irby. Should be fun.
Mm-hmm. And on the other side, we have a Wolfhound, Warhammer, Mislinks, K9, and Uziel. The Warhammer, I'm wondering if... Oh, I need to... I see
Warhammer's LBX3s.
I see how I'm confused.
LB10. 3 LB10s. Words, man. Should not have had it up here.
We have a long end around.
This Kit Fox is a little interesting. He's got
Mm-hmm.
4 SRM6s, 2 SRM2s. But yeah, they're waiting on the Thanatos Stool Softener.
Mm-hmm.
Some great names in here. So he's probably hoping he can leg a lot of these lighter combatants. I think everything but the Wolfhound will get legged instantly.
It'll be interesting. It looks like it so far just a standoff. SA's adopted a very far and unfearing got into position with that Warhammer, and that Warhammer is slow.
Strike going
We'll
down on the
see.
Kit Fox.
Oh, it's an LBX-10 Warhammer. Oh, I missed the strike. Nope. It hit him. Maybe. Maybe not.
5%. Not very
5%.
much.
Oh, a strike right on unfearing, and it got him in the back.
13.
Yep.
It's nice to see strikes actually still
Uh,
do something. We've seen a lot of misses out of this.
don't blame the RNG. Kit Fox looks like it's peeking by himself. I think they're trying to assess maybe where SA is, and by letting the Warhammer get into position. Oh, and here we go. Here's the push. Let's go in.
Smoke Adders is playing really far back. They're playing the concave game, trying to wait for them to push in.
That's hard to do. The
KDCM's gonna blind.
Wolfhound's going to get caught out if he's not careful. I don't know why Invictus stopped. Rick's taking some kind of free damage here. Those LBXs in the back aren't going to do much. Oh, Rick is pretty. Oh yeah, he got some damage in his back there.
Smoke Adders is really playing the keep away game. They're falling back and giving ground.
Yeah, but there's not any
Trying to
ground
keep that
left
concave up.
to give.
Yeah, they're about to go over a cliff here in a moment.
I think the Mislinks is going to go down first. He's pretty hurt. Oh,
Well, the problem
nope.
with giving all this ground is they're allowing KDCM to rotate fresh armor up. That strike was huge. Really hurt KDCM's chances here.
No,
the focus fire.
It's going in
Focus
KDCM's
fire
way.
can claw back. Yeah, they got to drop Rick. Rick was their first target, and he's still alive.
Stool Softener's taking some free back damage from an Irby, but he doesn't care. Oh, they can cap one cap. They definitely drug through Gamma.
Well, if they're willing to kill everybody, they can cap whatever
And
cap
done.
they want.
Yeah, but if they don't get if they had a cap, I believe they can cap one other cap. It was clever.
No,
SA tried to use the cap to kind of as a buffer.
I didn't realize that, but I think you're exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, if you kill all the mechs, nobody cares what cap points you capped. So.
And that they lost their Warhammer really fast.
Yeah, if you're gonna try and keep him out of range like that, I don't know why you wouldn't take the quad ultra 5s on that build. I don't know. I think the LBEs trying to use them beyond 400 meters was a mistake there. Because they set up a very, very nice concave. They just didn't do enough damage when they crested.
Mm-hmm.
They had a decent strike that hit Dreadnought, but that was about it. How well? On to the next one.
Level is saying there's a major frame rate issue with maybe a VSync problem. I'm going to turn... So sorry about that, guys. I'm going to turn VSync off, and we'll see if that helps.
All right, turn line.
Okay.
Boom. Start the clock. Some of these teams you really need to keep the clock on, and KDCM is one of them. They do take forever to do.
I gave him a good slideshow the first match apparently. Because
it's a little rough looking back at it.
Sorry about that, guys. It's obviously not the intent. All right. G-Sync off. And
Well, while you very quickly sort all of your mess out, we can go over to
yeah.
the next match and look up the mat strat.
Yep.
Run over, and
It's up.
it's generally been done that Team 1 takes the high ground, sits up over here, lots of AC2 spams, uses the ridge line over at Fox 6 to support. Lights have generally come down this way and been engaged by Team Two's Bravo lights coming from Charlie and Bravo. So it's two separate fights that happen. You've got the H6 to Golf 7 fight, PBCs, AC2s, even some Gauss rifles, but those have not been very effective. I did see somebody bring, I think, a Lerm Awesome one time, which was surprisingly effective,
Mm.
mainly in keeping them from pushing. But they stacked him over out here in Gulf 8, kept him nice and hidden. But the 2v2 light fight is going to be really crucial here because Team 2 can kind of support him shooting down this line here. But if they roll the fight over here and even back around the corner or roll it towards Fox 6 where Team 1 can get some action in,
Mm-hmm.
it gets real nasty. And whoever wins that light fight has generally won the match because they can apply pressure and start turning the heavy mechs. We've seen interesting strats. God Squad tried something where they took close range and then stacked the Golf 6 low, but you were an excellent foil to that, standing back in Hotel 5, raining AC2s on everybody who peeked around the corner. I've seen a lot of brawl pushes that end up going either through Fox 6 and coming in behind the AC2 max or pushing directly into Kappa and up very, very aggressively using Ultra 5s and lots of DACA pushes. Usually rack marauders, night cheers, those sorts of things. But I would expect a lighter tonnage from smoke adders, and I'm expecting them to play AC2s and make KDCM come to them.
Mm-hmm.
They seem really prepared for it as far as a setup concave, ready to rain fire in. But as we give them 2-minute warning, trying to hurry this along. Hopefully they'll get locked in here in a second.
Well, it'll give the changes time to catch up, at least. So hopefully I don't
Here's hoping.
give people a slideshow on the next match. Oh, let's hope. All right. Team 1 is
In
locked.
any event, reset the clock for Team 2.
Mm-hmm. Bit rate.
275, so with 3 heavies, 2 lights, doing math, their KDC's taking a lot of tonnage out of this. I think 295 is max. Don't quote me on that. But so I'm Onions, Wolfhound, Irby, Panther, Nightjeer. Expecting some heavy ups.
I'm getting a little bit of input on how to fix the video. It says it's a bitrate issue, and I need to set it to 4,000 or 4,500.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So where do I do that? In
So if you open up your OBS,
got it.
let me open my OBS and make sure everyone can follow along. Everyone in Twitch chat gets a quick peek behind the corner.
Yeah, it's not worth launching till we're gonna get this fixed for a second, and then I might.
So settings, it should be output. Your video bitrate is what you want to change.
Yeah, okay. I have 6,000, massive. All right, I'll do 4,000.
So check your bottom center of OBS. It should have a dropped frames counter down there.
Yes.
Do you have a ton of drop frames?
No, right now it says 0. It's lying.
Okay, so
It's
I don't
lies.
think that's the issue.
Okay. All right, I've changed that. We'll see. Second team is locked. It's good to get these things, squared away.
Check your video settings and make sure your output's going out at 60 FPS. Should be, but
In OBS.
yeah,
It is.
weird. Did you have any frame tearing issues in your actual match?
Yes. Might be my computer.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
we'll see.
maybe overloading.
Yeah. I need a better computer. Both teams are locked, so we'll go back to in-game, and hopefully that cleared it up. Sorry, guys. We shall see.
Well, you ready to go?
I am ready.
Launching.
This is
Sorry
really
f-
just,
Sorry for the delay. It was caster issues.
well, it gave the
Didn't
teams
expect
time to
it.
ready up. We actually didn't lose any time. All right. So I'll zoom over. Dropships in the distance.
Controversial opinion time. Tourmaline is a very ugly map. Doesn't have all the fun colors that Solaris City, Grim Plexus even has. So,
Mm-hmm.
alright, Smoke Adders. We got a Mistlynx, a Sunspider, Rifleman, Wolfhound, Jägermeister. So this is max AC2 decks.
And on KDCM side, we have a Wolfhound, a K9, an Orion 2C, a Summoner, and a Linebacker. And that's a push deck, and they're going right down this valley. Right
Lots
down
of
the valley.
SRMs.
See what's on the Summoner here. Ultra
Summoner could be-
10s on the Summoner. So it's not really, I mean, they have some options. Looks like Miss Lynx Wolfhound about to get in a little fight, right? Nope, they don't see each other. SA's taking the normal high Overwatch position. Miss Lynx sees them. Looks like the AC2 mechs are trying to hit the linebacker in the back and not doing. I wonder if the Miss Lynx sees that strike, but it looks like he's covered. And SA will give a little view from what they see.
So they secured Kappa, but instead of holding up, they're going on a merry little flanking adventure.
Yeah, they're sitting that
Yep.
low ground. It's kind of what Team 1 is hard.
Dreadnought's going right side, and
We'll
the
see if the strike
Wolfhound and
hits.
the K9 are going over the top.
2 strikes, not much damage. Wolfhound's peeking into the AC2s. And right now it's pretty even with KDCM holding the cap.
This linebacker is super, super out of position. If they had any way to scout this, they could push.
Straight
Just
through.
crush them 4v4.
Oh, yeah. And we have the wide flank in the back.
He's just about to get spotted here. I think the Jaeger mech might have seen him. Nope.
No.
He's
nope.
still unnoticed. He's closing.
That's just. Oh, their team's going to push now. They see him.
he's
They
spotted.
see him. Barely. Oh, I think this is
All right,
going to be out of sync.
You gotta live.
He's going to use Kevster to shield. Allows the rest of the team to get in, but
Yeah, that onion's
they
too
haven't
slow.
finished the linebacker fast enough.
There's a lot of team damage, and Fearing is just shooting out of regard to his teammate.
Wow. Linebacker
That
finally
was
goes down.
1v3, and he's still dropping mech.
Yeah, that. Oof. They're continuing to back up, shooting multiple ways and no focus fire. KDCM is going to mop this up. Here we have the Jaeger mech. Lost its arms. Sunspider's got no. Yeah. And that is just up to the Wolfhound.
Your frame rate is still an issue.
Oh, great.
We'll just have to change the output to 1080 instead of 1440.
In the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
We may have to drop the cast for a moment, guys, as
Yeah, we'll
we
do it.
watch the Wolfhound finally die.
Level says it's much better. I don't know if it. You're
No,
getting
I'm watching it. It's not much better.
lies. Well, we'll see the
I mean,
damage.
it may be better than it was, but it's not fixed. Taking a look at the team stats, Dreadnought doing a heroic effort, top damage, 462. Unfearing in the Sun Spider, 483. Not counting all the team damage he did as he gutted the Rifleman 2C that was standing next to him. Captain Judas, not very much of a help with that mislinks and the light machine guns. He got focused on pretty early as they came around the corner.
I'm
Didn't
surprised
help him out much.
that linebacker did that amount of damage against those high DPS AC2 mechs.
Well, he
I mean,
by the
just.
time they spotted him, he was in range.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean,
What's that, like 5 alphas?
yeah.
So.
Take a cool shot and just fire and fire and
Mhm.
fire. You're not gonna live anyway, so may as well press override.
Alright, well, I'm going to go back to the lobby for a second. I'm going to stop the stream for a second and change the output. Is that what you said I need to
Yes.
do? Okay. And then we'll start
So
it right back up.
settings, yeah.
So stop stream.
Settings, out